This is Eventide. I will explain to you why I left Rise and Shine and why I couldn't finish making Epoxie. She says that I scrapped her, but that isn't true. I just couldn't finish creating her. So, for the reason I left Rise and Shine was because in the Acedia ring, a ring outside of hell, where I'm from, many demons like me wanted me dead. They were hunting me because I had gotten involved with hostile seraphims. They did live with little Vixie at the time. Vixie wasn't a part of them, but she was still up there. I was going to be hung for my rebellious actions. I threatened a high-level seraphim, because if they were working with Nexus and I had to stop them, because if I didn't, nobody would have. And of course I had to stop that seraphim, and then I had to deal with my group's insults. They wanted to hang me. They tried their best to kill me. And of course I had to try and defeat Nexus whilst I was at it, whilst I was trying not to die. But I didn't have a choice to leave, or if I didn't want to. I had to. Because if I had come back while all of these problems were still going on, Rise and Shine, they wouldn't be alive. And their friends, they wouldn't have known them, ever. They never would have met them if I had returned whilst everything was still going on. I will never tell them the full story or anything of why I left, to protect them and myself physically, because they don't deserve to be stuck in my problems. I am not a good mother, I know. I really aren't. And not winning any awards for that either. But I was never bad to Rise and Shine. I was there for them when they needed me, even though I was not a good creator. I was not good at parenting, but I would never yell at them. That was the other creator. The other creator only made little bits of Rise and Shine, and they weren't nice. So I had to take over altogether. Rise and Shine did love our other creator, but they didn't. The other creator didn't love them. So I killed the other creator. That's why Rise is so shifty when around me. But if I didn't, the other creator would have killed them, and I couldn't stand by and watch that happen. I will never tell Rise and Shine about these events to protect them, like I said. And as for what's happened with Epoxie, I didn't scrap them, but I did need to leave her behind. This was around the time I had to have left, because I was already making Epoxie at the time, and many threats were made against Epoxie, including me for making her, because Epoxie was seen as a threat, which, keep in mind, Epoxie was not made for violence. Epoxie wasn't made to be a threat at all. But many people saw Epoxie as a threat for being a deep sea creature. Epoxie wasn't finished being created. There are many things in Epoxie that I haven't managed to finish before I was taken away. Somehow, Epoxie whilst shut down, whilst they took me away from Epoxie, there was this spark bomb that one of these enemies of mine had. They dropped it and it powered on Epoxie. Whatever happened with Epoxie, it's Epoxie's system, or whatever it was. I'm not even sure if it was Epoxie's system or the spark bomb itself, but whatever it did to Epoxie, it made her completely different from how she was supposed to be. Epoxie doesn't trust me, and she hates me. So, there's your explanation. I will tell you more about this another time. I need to try and make it up to Rise and Shine the best I can. So, this was Eventide. I'll let you all viewers leave now. Goodbye.